In this video today, I'll be showing you how to change the crank sensor in a Chevrolet Traverse. It's going to be a 3.6 liter V6. This particular one's going to be a 2012. This will be the same procedure for quite a few different ones and different vehicles. But anyways, we'll get it up in the air and get to it. Alright, to complete this job, you're going to need a ratchet, small extension, a 15mm socket, and a 10mm socket. It'd be helpful to have a small screwdriver pick to undo the lock tab on the connector as well. It doesn't matter if it's a 1/2 inch ratchet or a 3/8 or a 1/4 inch ratchet, because none of the bolts are really tight. But anyways, that's what you need to get it done. Alright, once you have your car safely jacked up, you'll be able to see a heat shield right here in the center of the block. This is almost dead center of the car when you're underneath it. You're going to have a 15mm bolt right there, another 10mm bolt right up here. You're going to remove them, that way you can get this heat shield out of the way, and your crank sensor will be right here behind this shield. So we'll go ahead and get that popped out of the way. I know I got my hands in the way, but kind of tight on space right here. If I'm missing anything or not explaining something you'd like to know, just drop a comment down below and let me know. I'm always trying to improve and get better as far as relaying the information that you're going to need to do repairs. So I'm always open to constructive criticism. Now we'll go up here and we'll move this 10mm. And this heat shield should come out of the way. Also, if you don't mind, if you find this useful, hit the like and subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna do my best to upload at least one video per week doing repairs. I also have different things as far as tool reviews and tool ideas and everything else. Back onto the crank sensor. If you look, you'll be able to see your crank sensor sitting right up in here. You're going to have another 10mm bolt holding it in, as well as a red lock tab on the release clip. So what you'll want to do, you want to pull this red lock tab out towards you to release it. That way you'll be able to get that connector off. So we'll go ahead and get that pulled out and undo that tab. And it may be easier to undo that tab with the sensor still bolted in, just depending on how much crud is built up around it. It can get kind of aggravating on some of them, but we'll find out on this one here in just a second. When you get this loose, you want to kind of twist that sensor side to side to help free it up, just like that right there. And as you're twisting, you want to grab the sensor and just ease out on it. It's not going quick enough, so I'll take a screwdriver. And what we're going to do, we're just going to gently pry out on it as we twist, and there she went. So there's your crank sensor. As you can see, that one's got a bunch of crud built up on it, baked on it. As far as your lock tab goes, right here, you want to take and push it out, just like that. Then you should be able to push your tab right here to release it. So you push your tab and then pull your sensor out. Now another good practice to have when you're replacing parts hold them up next to each other and make sure they are identical and it is the correct part. Same way with your electrical connectors. Make sure you get the same number of pins, same style connector, and you should be good. What we're gonna do, I just took and lubed that O-ring a little bit with some engine oil, prevent from snagging it or tearing it, putting it back in. But it's gonna be the same process. You'll just stick it up in there, slide it back and forth side to side as you push on it, and it'll pop right in the hole. And this one did come with a brand new bolt, so we'll use the new bolt. I don't remember exactly what the torque specs on this particular bolt was, but it was in inch pounds. It wasn't much at all, so you don't want to get too aggressive tightening it up and breaking that bolt off in there. Just getting it nice and snug like that right there, that's more than enough. You'll take your sensor, push it down until you hear it click, then you'll take and push your little red lock tab again. It'll click down, and she's installed. So now we'll put our heat shield back on. Alright, so now that you got your sensor installed, we're just going to take and put this heat shield back on. You'll just set it back up in there and put your two bolts back in. This is one of the easier repairs you'll have. Bad crank sensor, no start, running rough. Majority of the time, you will have a crank sensor code on your vehicle. Get this bolt started. Another good idea or good practice is to make sure you get both your bolts or all your bolts started before you start tightening stuff up. Because just like on this heat shield, if this heat shield wouldn't line up just right and you tighten one of them up before you get the other one started, sometimes it'd be hard to start or it wouldn't start at all. And there's that one. And that job is done. I appreciate y'all taking time to watch the video. Like I said earlier, if you've got any questions or comments or, would like to give me ideas on how to improve, feel free to drop down in the comments below and let me know. Once again, hit that like and subscribe button if you'd be interested in seeing more repair videos and tool videos. Thanks.